Over the weekend, news broke that had just about anyone who saves in a 401k, it had them jaw-dropping. The GOP, Republicans, considering a cap on the amount of money you contribute to your 401k retirement plans. The New York Times broke this story, and it turns out as part of the new tax package reform, they were trying to find ways to get some revenue and save money. But President Trump jumped all over that, tweeting, "There will be no change to your 401k. This has always been a great and popular middle-class tax break that works, and it stays." But that makes us all wonder, what would a change to our 401ks mean for retirement savers, both in Generation X and millennials? We asked the National Association of Government-Defined Contribution Administrators president and the Ohio Deferred Compensation Executive Director, Keith Overly. The president said no way. But has he got the final word? I mean, Congress may get in there and try and figure out a way. And the fact that this was floated makes a lot of people nervous.
Well, yes, we've been very nervous the last couple of days. First of all, hearing that there may be a reduction in the type of pre-retirement income contributions that can be made, potentially down to just $2,400 from $18,000. We were very heartened today to hear that President Trump had indicated that there would be no change in that. We know there's still a lot of discussion to go on with tax reform, but we're hoping that everybody will take heed and understand that changes in tax contributions can really have a negative impact on retirement savings.
Let us explain in language that most people can understand what it would mean when you put that cap on there. But also there's been this rumor that the tax savings that you get at the beginning of your 401k to sock that money away, it's usually taxed at the end when you retire and start drawing it down. Now we've heard that some powerful people in the White House are very interested in taxing up front. And that gets really worrisome. But Congress is desperate, sir, to find revenue, and they may have to make some tough political decisions. It just confuses me as to why they would hurt people's one bastion of savings for their retirement.
Yeah, obviously we're talking about this in the way of tax reform, but when it comes to our tax policy even, but when it comes to retirement policy, we feel there's a real advantage to having those people, especially if they're a little bit strapped for saving for retirement, to be able to get that advantage at the very beginning, right now, immediately, if you will, to have a tax savings. What they're talking about is instead having taxes, the savings on a post-tax basis, where you're paying the taxes now and getting some advantages when you withdraw the money in retirement.
Well, we can't punish savers any more than we already have with such low interest rates. Give some advice here. People love to get advice from the experts like you. I'm going to split it, and I know this is a broad swath here, but top advice for those under 30 when it comes to saving, and then for those over 30 years of age.
Well, I think under 30, first of all, you really need to look at getting in early and taking advantage of the compounding of interest over a long period of time. That can do an amazing things for people. And they need to get into understanding and budgeting on their own. Because they're so far away from retirement and focus more on the present, we need to talk to them more in terms of saving rather than retirement. But there are a number of things that can be done to get them in, for instance, automatic enrollment so that they're enrolled right away. They can go into, say, target date funds if they're not sure about investing, where they're diversified into a single fund. And a lot of plans also provide auto increases so that they can increase their contributions on an annual basis.
And we're putting up, let me just jump in here because we're running out of time. We want to make sure that we get to the Medal of Honor ceremony. But for those over 30, time is certainly compressed, is it not? If you had to pick one thing, what would it be?
The one thing I would say over 30, and you still may have a long time till retirement, is make sure that you're increasing your contributions every year. And more people can do that than what they really think. And we find as they get closer to retirement, they do get more engaged, and that is great. But the biggest thing is continue to save more. You can't just invest your way to retirement, but you have to save your way there too.
So nice to see you. And please keep everybody posted. We're going to put your suggestions for over 30 and under 30 on our Facebook.com/Liz Claman page so they can check that out. Good luck to you, Keith. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Liz. We appreciate it.
Anytime.